Hey y'all, Rhonda here. Hope everyone's doing well. Put everybody to bed, fix me a cup of tea, and I think we need to work on our Dollar Tree junk journal. That's what we're going to do. Slurp alert. That's the good stuff. You know, I do that Sips by subscription box, and there's only been one this last one I didn't really care for. This particular tea, not the box. But this is some nutty something or another, and oh man, it's good. All right, well, what I did was I went through and put some things here and there, and we'll put them in together because, you know, the thinking process takes a while, and you guys have better things to do than sit here and watch me think. Right? Right. So on this one, I thought we could do some of these rub-ons, which are fantastic. I need to get some more of these. Even though it looks like I used this one, it didn't come off very well. It really did. It looked super, super great. So what shall we use on this one? Let's just use this big honking flower right here. And you can take the pages apart if you're not, get that little crease out of there. If you're not real keen on, all that bulk. I can't think here. All right, so I was using this little jobber, and it works really well. It's a paint spatula thing. So we're going to go for this big one here, just right in the middle. I mean, why not? So I found that on the edge didn't do as well as kind of flat on the side kind of thing. I'm using lots of technical terms tonight just to let you know. So how's everyone been? Are you working on anything fantastic? We've been getting lots of rain. We've been real busy at the store. We've had a retreat going on, and so lots of retreat girls coming in and shopping and asking questions and demoing and all kinds of fun stuff. I tell you, these rub-ons have really made a comeback. Shirley was telling me they used to be like the bomb. They were the it thing quite a while back. And like anything, you know, it goes in cycles. And they kind of went out of season. And now they're coming back bigger and better than ever. 49 in Market, Miss Katie Petit, the designer. Anyway, she has tons of rub-ons in her collections. And Stamperia with their collections. They have rub-ons, and I mean, they're just rubbing. And they're really, you know, and they do well. I mean, this is a Dollar Tree, and these are really nice. Just because it's a Dollar Tree doesn't mean it's bad. Or that it's cheap. It's just inexpensive. Well, some of their stuff is cheap. But not everything. So I've been real pleased. It's been a fun challenge to do this. Let's take a peek. Oh, looky there. Get a little bit more right here. I watch Linda Israel. She does a live YouTube every Monday, like at 3:30. She's one of my Oklahoma girls, and she makes a journal pretty much every week. And yeah, she does some pages ahead of time, but for the most part, I mean, she plans, not just willy-nilly. She, you know, plans some of this out. But anyway, I don't think I could do that. I mean, every week coming up with new ideas and showing you new things, and I just think that would be very difficult. Kind of that under the pressure thing. All right. Ta-da! Look at that. I think that's just pretty cool. I mean, that turned out really well. I'm pleased as punch with those. I'm going to have to, next time I go back, I'm going to have to get some more. Slurp slurp. All right. Put this to the side. And I know some junk journalers, they go through and maybe do all the rub-ons and then do all the this and then do... I just can't do it. Let me scoot you down just a smidge there. My brain and hands just don't work like that. All right, let me see if I put anything else in here to work on. Nope. I've just kind of been putting a little bit here and there. Oh, let's see. I think we were going to do some stenciling here. This kind of stenciling. This has some red in it, and I have some, pardon the arm, aged mahogany. That's kind of the same reddish. And then I've been trying these Nuvo daubers, and ergonomically designed, I guess. I don't know. I like them because they stand up and they don't like roll around everywhere. I think it's kind of cool. So let's do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I like to use my brushes, but let's just dive into this and see what we do. I may have to use the brush. Scoot that over. Yeah, let's use the brush. Let's get one here. Looks like it has some red on it. Yeah, it's just better. Let me ink this up. Trying to hold that in place. See, much better. With the brush, you get in all those little crevices. The dauber just hangs up. These brushes really are the bomb diggity. Like I said, I don't care too much for the Spellbinders. I like the, what are they? The original ones. Pink Fresh. Is it Pink Fresh? Let's do a little bit here. No, it's not Pink Fresh. Sorry for that. I got the sniffles. Oh, they don't have their logo on them. Oh, I can see the package. I can see them hanging at the store. Let's see what I want to do, like this. Picket Fences. I think that's what, no? Yeah, Picket Fences. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, I'll have to look. Anyway, they're pretty much the original ones. Just something light. Let's do one over this way. Anyway, they're just really good. We use them in class, and anyway, I very rarely wash mine. I mean, I use them quite a bit, but I just use the old wiping off on the towel method. I want to keep these light, so you can still write over them. Yeah. A little something something, and that matches that as far as the color. All right. Anyway, I just take a rag like this and then just rub it on there, kind of go back and forth this way, that way, and then circle this way, circle that way, and then it comes off. Yeah, it's still going to be stained, but when nothing else comes off, you're ready to dive on in to another color. I do kind of like to keep my reds together, my yellows together, and all that. Excuse me. I think the allergy thing is working on me. All right. What did I put in this one? This is just a little collage that I made. You can make it into a paper clip. You can use it glue it in as a tuck spot. I haven't decided what we're going to do on that one yet. This is one that I've been working on. I think we're going to, this is just a pull out. This is going to go wrap around on that. And we can actually, yeah, that's going to open. I just did a little something there and a little something there when it closes. And then this can fold open and you have more writing space. And then on this side, we can glue that down and make a tuck spot out of it if we wanted to. So let's dress this up a little bit more. What shall we do on this side? What about some washi tape? What do we have here? It's just plain color, I think, or variegated. Let's see. That one goes with it. Let me use a bone folder. Maybe. Bone folder, bone folder. Where did you go? There you go. So we can make this a crisper edge. And let's put a little, that's going to open up. That's going to do that. I don't know. Let's move this out of the way. do a little decorating here. Ooh, what is that? Oh, just a little schmutz there. I'm not going quite to the edge. Just almost, though. Like that. And, you know, with washi tape, you can tear it, but this is going to be seen. And we want it to be nice and squared off. Like that. And then let's add this little zigzag kind of thing happening here. Oh, hello. All right. Do we say I pulled too hard? Do we say, I don't know, what do we say? We'll pull slower next time. Let me cut that off square. So it looks like we know what we're doing. So I will gently pull, not get so wild there. And we can just put this here on the edge. Oh, need a little more there. And it looks like we're going to need a little glue. Glue. I've been trying this Scotch Create glue. It was recommended by Pam at the Paper Outpost. She absolutely loves it. Not sponsored by it. She just likes the glue. There we go. I can't pull and glue and talk at the same time. I have to concentrate. All right. Let's do a little bit of this. We can trim that off where it'll be even. And go on down. And then I can add a little glue to the end here. Just pull this up. And do some gluing. Put that down like that. Looky there. So I've tried the glue. So far, so good. No complaints. Oh, I have to tell you, slurp alert. Today at the store, we got in some Winnie the Pooh, the actual Winnie the Pooh paper. It is so stinking cute and has like 2 pages, 12 by 12 sheets of Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, I mean the whole gang, their quotes. And oh my gosh, I like instantly. We got to make a junk journal with this stuff. We're going to just glue all that down. That'd probably be better if we're going to open that up. Okay, let's pull this out. Oh look, there's a couple other things we're going to work on. Open this up. That worked out nice. Let's see. Let's go this way. But anyway, I am so excited about it. It is so, the paper is so cute. I'll have to show you. I'm just going to kind of even that up, and we're just going to, what kind of glue do we want to use? Wet glue? We're going to see through this thinner paper. And we're going to cover it with something, so it should be all right. But anyway, it's actual Winnie the Pooh. It's not the, you know, like Pooh Bear or different things they would call it. But yeah, there's so many things that Shirley said there was a company that had, you know, the rights to, you know, Harley Davidson and, you know, all the big name brand stuff, John Deere and Legos and on and on and on. And anyway, they don't anymore. And a lot of the companies don't carry any of that anymore because the rights, you know, like the I'm at a loss for words. Man, I can't walk and chew gum right now. The what do you call it? The rights to print that stuff. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you know, you have to pay for that. And they said they're anywhere from 50 to 150,000. And I don't know if that's a year or a one-time fee, but that's a lot of paper you have to sell to pay for that. So anyway, like we just got a call from the FFA people and said, if you have any FFA paper, no, you can't sell it. Pull it right now. Don't sell anymore. We're doing our own. Well, several people came in and said, well, we went to their website and they don't have any. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of, I mean, that seems like that'd be more advertisement for them. But what do I know? They don't ask me, right? So they get away around it by, you know, making something that says the Scouts or the brownies or something that, you know, where they can't get them. So I think that's silly. Silly, silly. It's all about the almighty dollar. And we just want to scrap our stuff. We just want to scrap our kids, don't we? Our events. All right, this is some of that ribbon, twine, what do you want to call it? Tulle, no, what is it? What is it? I have the card over here. Maybe I do. Nope, just have a piece there. Anyway, you know what it's called. Fibers. And maybe I need to start all over again. Anyway, they will dry clear. Some people like those little frayed things, and some people want them cut off. I'm going to leave it right now till it dries. And then I had this cute little thing. We added some washi tape and the flowers. Just making a little pocket, which you can write on the back. Put other stuff in there. But I thought that just fit perfect. This is actually a little treat box that you could open up square. And I was going to glue this down. I think we're just going to glue it straight down as a pocket. That may take a little bit to dry because it's slickery. But we should be fine. It will dry sooner or later. Put that on there. You know, if you see something and you have an idea about what to do with it, oh, I'm all ears. I don't want to get too close to the edge because when it gets sewn in, we want to have room there. So there's a little something, something. Yep. A little flower sticking up there. Let's get him down. Oh, this is good stuff. All right. And then, you know, I'll do this off camera, but I'll go through and ink all of the edges, which takes some time. But it does. It makes a difference. I mean, I think some people like that look, and then some people don't. I'll just show you a little bit. That's what it looks like the before. I even, on those Spellbinders flowers and stuff that I did, I inked them, and it just gives them a little dimension. Since this is a new dauber, I have to kind of get it going. Pretty soon it'll be nice and dark and full of ink. But see, it just adds a little something to it. See, like around the edges there, and then some people think it's a waste of time, but I think it makes a difference, a good difference. And I'm not going to ink that because I want it to be cohesive looking. We could do a little something there, and then like I said, on the inside here. But this is one of those projects when you sit and watch a movie. Get your little TV tray or something and just ink away. And you could do it each page you decorate, or do it all at once. Whatever floats your boat. All right. And you know, when we do some flip throughs, we'll start adding more stuff. I just want to do a few things with you. Put my lid on here so we don't dry out. So there's that one. And my tummy's a-talking. We'll have to definitely add something on this side. Cover that up. I was thinking too, it might be kind of pretty to take your pencils, colored pencils, and color in maybe just 2 or 3 little places there. And then here is a little tuck spot that I made. Here's a little card. And just collage it. Book page. There's some rub-ons. This is from one of those books. This is those little tabby things. And it's just on an index card that you can write on. And a little envelope that I made. Actually put something in that. So there's the pocket. There's a pocket, and then we'll glue it down where you can pocket it behind it. Put a little something behind it. So let's glue this one down. We're just going to do 3 sides. Nope, we're going to do 2 sides. If I could count. And on stuff like this, I think it's better to use liquid glue. Because sometimes with the score tape, it may leave just a little bit of an edge, you know, and so when you put something in there, it can get stuck to that glue. Just hardens, and that's kind of the end of the story. But, you know, some people have good luck with, which I use score tape all the time in albums and cards and all that, so don't get me wrong on that. I just think for these things, it's better. Okay, so we have that. Let's see, was there anything else I had stuck in here in this one? Oh, here's a little bit of this. I was trying to do a little bit in each signature as far as the kind of making it match. All right, sorry about that little interruption. Let's see, we glued that down. Let's see if there's anything else in this one. Oh, right here. Pull this out. You know, this was a, this is a little notepad kind of thing. Oh, here it is. Just a notepad. Thought we'd do a little collaging here. These are actually perforated, so you could just tear them apart like this. Yes, we're going to ink around the edges before. This is also good to hide some imperfections, some little miscuts, or all kinds of little things. Even like those little knobbies. I know they're called something. There's actually a term for those. When you tear it off, the perforations. If you don't like those, you could just trim them off. Do this one. This is pretty thin paper. But you don't have to worry about it, you know, using thick stuff, because when you start layering, adding glue, it gets thicker. The whole shebang, the whole shooting match gets thicker. Let's see. This would be helpful if we turned it right side up. Just a little something simple like that. Let's glue this down. You don't want to add a lot because this is thin paper and you don't want any big puckers. And come on, it's coming out real slow because I left the tip off, or left the lid off. Glue that down. So that's just more interesting spots to write on. How do we have it? Or do we want to do it like this? A little more interesting. Yeah, let's do that. So how do you guys, my junk journal friends out there, do you mass make things and then decorate your journal, or do you make it as you go? I hear good reasonings for all the different methods. It's just funny how our brains work so differently. Okay, so there's just a little collage. Like I said, just something interesting to write. And then let's see, we added that. We added that. Still, I think I'm going to make a big paper clip out of that. Let's see what else we have. I see a paper clip sticking out of here. Oh, this is a envelope that I sprayed with, what did I spray it with? I put it up somewhere. Spray stuff. Not Tattered Angels, but that new one. I put them away, being a good girl. Anyway, I don't remember the brand, but anyway, we sprayed it. I went ahead and trimmed it to the size here. I think we're just going to glue this down. We'll cover this with something, and then this will actually open up, and there'll be a pocket in there. I think we'll glue down that top spot, that top edge, like that. Oop, didn't need all that glue there. So I cheated just a little bit, but I had to have some color. And we're going to glue that down. We're going to take this little strip off. That'll give us some more adhesive there. So how long have you guys been junk journaling, or crafting, I should say? You've been crafting a long time. Get that squared up. That reminds me of peacock colors. I love that. And then we can add a strip of something over here, which we'll kind of do that as we go. That's some other stuff that we did. And we're going to have this over here. I went ahead, I took a napkin, and if it's 2-ply, 3-ply, whatever, you take the plies, the layers off of it, down to just the pretty paper. Covered a sheet here, and then to get this off, you can trim it. Where's a... Here we go. Have a paintbrush here. Get the water going. As you know, you fill it up. So then what you do is wherever you want to tear it, you just paint with water. See how that... It doesn't take much. Just draw you a line. You want to make sure you go from edge to edge. And what that does, that creates a natural tear line, and see, it just comes right off. It gives you that kind of frayed edge, which I like. And we'll do this all around the edges. And if you want a bigger frayed edge, then just put your water out further to see how that just comes off. I love this little trick. And then down here, this just gives it some interest and decoration. And you can even tear the smallest little bits off. Like down here, see, there's just a little tiny bit there, and if you want it frayed, let me get the water going, and just paint, and just kind of, you'll just pull off like this, little bits, because it's so little, it's so short, it's not gonna tear as far as a long strip like the others. Now we have this sheet, and then we can fold in half. So if you want this in the middle, fold it like this, and if you want it on the outside, fold it the other way. Let's decorate the inside. What can we do with this? We'll let that dry before we ink the edges, and let's do, how about some stamping? How about some stencils? How about, here's some, are these stickers? Oh, these are rub-ons. Let's do some borders. So these are those are kind of sticky. Aren't those beautiful? So we'll just put it right here on the edge. Let that kind of stick down a little bit, and my scraping tool. Is this it? There we go. Let's see how this does. This is a little different. That other one was kind of a tissue paper. This is a plastic. We'll see how this does. So are you guys into stencil? I hope this isn't sticking. I have my hand on there. It is a little bit, but we can take an eraser and get that off, or cover it up. Guess I should have put down another piece of paper in between so that wouldn't happen. Give it another little smooch here. That's a technical word too. Okay, let's see how we're doing. What's nice about this is you can peek. Oh, a little spot right there. A little spot right there. Pull it off this way so we can see. I'm really liking the rub-ons. And then I saw on some YouTubers where their Dollar Trees actually had several different stamp choices. Mine just had these couple that I got. I need to go back and check again. I got a little schmutz there, but I wonder if this eraser... No, it's on there. We have a little sand eraser at work to take, like foiling and stuff off. But we can cover that up with something. So lesson learned, put a paper in between. That's probably what you need to do with this one. I mean, use that. Come on, Rhonda. Let's put this one over here. And we'll be smart this time. So we'll put this back on the carrier. Because like I said, oh, God, come on, Rhonda. Turn it over. Okay, now let's try it again. So put this, Because like I said, it's a smidge sticky. So put that on the carrier the correct way. And then the only part exposed is what we're going to rub off on there. So remember that, kiddos. This one should go pretty quickly. Do a little left-hand action here. So what are some of your favorite YouTubers that you watch? Of course, I love Pam at the Paper Outpost because she's just hilarious. And I couldn't do what she does. I mean, even if I was that creative and had that many ideas, 3 times a week, plus she has a podcast, she has newsletters, she sells on Etsy. I mean, if I really looked at it as a full-time job, maybe I could. Maybe, you know, my attitude would be different. But, man, she works hard, let me tell you. And then, like I said, to come up with all the videos 3 times a week. I mean, some of these girls do every day, but they have, you know, like VNA Creates, which I love to watch her. I mean, when you have something new to play with all the time, that's a little different. But, you know, when you have just junk journals and then you come up with ideas 3 times a week for years, man, I mean, kudos to Miss Pammy. Anyway, I'll link her below. Love watching her. She's a hoot. And I love to watch Shabby Dabby Doodah. I love her, and she makes videos every day. I mean, she may make several a day. You know, she records ahead of time, and I know that's her job. But she has a lot of really cool ideas, and she mass makes a lot of things. But I'm just not that good because I have to think and experiment, and I'm just not geared like they are. Oh, I like that. I like those little edges. Another thing I do is those long edge dies, you know, that are just 4 edges, and run these through because I have a big shot plus, and so it will take an 8.5 by 11 paper, and so I'll put an edge, you know, edge die on there and run it through. Makes it really neat. And then I have some big embossing folders, excuse me, that are 8.5 by 11, and those are European, because they don't, excuse me, they don't make them that big here, but they are making the embossing folders. Like Spellbinders especially is making the embossing folders for a big enough for a 5 by 7 or a slimline, you know, 8.5 or 9 inches tall. And anyway, so I like to emboss the whole paper and use that in there. It gives it texture and just some interest. All right, I think that's, well, that's pretty dry, but I'm not going to waste time inking it, but I'll ink all the edges. And then I'm sure we'll do something else in there. I just don't know what yet because we're going to cover up some of that. So let's fold this in half. And we will, yep, since I had a little design, I want to make sure. And I like to do a little bone folding there. It just makes it a little crisper and easier. So there's not a whole lot in this one, which I think I took some guts out. But when we do a final flip through, I will, I'll look at pages and I go, oh, that needs to go here, that needs to go there. All right, so let's see if I did something else. If I see any more paper clips. That may be it for right now. Take a quick look. And this is not going to be this many signatures. It's just going to be 4 signatures. I went ahead and did 5 because we're going to make one that's just a single signature, and we'll add more to that. Like I said, I don't do a whole lot of decorating because I like to be able to write in mine, you know, a journal. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for right now. I'll get some other stuff ready for our next go around. We'll do some more collaging, and let's see, what else did I have over here we could use? I'm going to do that. Oh, I was going to do some stamping. Let's do some stamping really quick. Let's find a good blank page. We're going to do something there. How about, let's go across let's go across the top of that one. Let me pull this one out. If you pull out pages and you know you're afraid you're going to shut it and put it to the side, get a paper clip and put right there so that'll keep your place. All right, so I went ahead and pulled this stamp out, and these are the feathers, and it may shine through there. So on the other side we may have to put a little border or something. So what color shall we do on here? I had this real pretty blue. And I think I'm going to do this. I guess it doesn't matter because we don't have anything decorated yet. I'm going to do this upside down. It'll be easier to go across like that. I mean, it's not supposed to be perfect, but, and I did stamp these off once just to see if they stamped, how well they stamped, and they did really well. So, get that flat. Just go across the top. And when I stamp, or any time, I always, it's not necessarily the pressure, it's I like to give it a second for the ink and the paper to mix. Kind of get it on there. Sometimes if you do it too quick, it doesn't have a chance to do its thing. And we'll just kind of hook this together. That's going to be just perfect. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Looky there. And so we could let's just go all the way across onto the other side. And usually on journals, I'll do like this same stamping on a page on each signature, just so it's cohesive. And one more. Yeah, on some journals, like I'll show you an example. I think I have one here. I call it the Linda Israel style. She's the one I told you in Oklahoma. She's another one that I faithfully watch. I mean, this stamps really well. It's really fun to go on her live and interact, you know, talk to everybody, and you get to play games actually and win points, and chances to win things. And at the end, if you donate a few bucks, you have a chance to win the journal that she actually is working on. And I've won several. I'm lucky enough, and I have, let me see, I'll show you one of hers quickly here. Let me grab it. Okay. So this is what I call Linda Israel style. It's a one signature soft cover. And I mean, these are decorated. I mean, lots of tuck spots, lots of colors. She has a subscription box that you can order digitally or printed. But I mean, these are, I mean, there's room to write, you know, like on these, right, all through there. But anyway, there's a lot going on. That's just some in there. But this is what I call a Linda Israel style. And then there are some blank pages. But anyway, love that crinkle and stamping all around. But anyway, lots of sewing. And I'll show you one more here. This is one that she did with. The cover is material. A little library card. But anyway, just a busy little journal, but lots of fun. I mean, there's 3 sets of pockets there, tuck spots, very bright and cheery. So I'll trim those. So, you know, it doesn't have to be vintage colors. It can be anything you want it to be. Whatever makes your heart happy. But anyway, there's just a lot going on there. So, and then it ties like that. Anyway, just really cool. So that's my Linda Israel style. So we're doing a little bit here. Because I mean, you can just add and add and add, but my normal style is lots of room to write, lots of room to journal. But anyway, so until next time, we will do some more stuff. I'll do like we did before. Things will go a little faster. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.